Green bond issuance in 24, they've observed that the number of green bonds have fell very badly in comparison to 21-22. What is this green bond is nothing but they are fundraising instruments through corporate bodies. A lot of money comes through them, and this year it fell 2 years low. And fundamentally, the category of this particular green bond is it's a debt instrument. So a place where you can actually make a loan or a debt. That's the whole idea behind it. So these green bonds actually differ a little bit from your fixed FDs, RDs, and all these things. So what these green bonds do is they are fixed income securities, uh, and they are dedicated only to particular environmental projects or climate change projects or something. So there is a purpose for those green bonds. So the word green is to make sure that environment and climate change are being taken into mind, and then particular things have to be done. So keeping that in head, that's the whole game in it. So what are all these things? Let's have a look at it. So fundraising through green corporate bonds by companies and banks. So who issues them? Companies and bonds. 2-year low. What are these green bonds? They come under debt instruments. Green bonds are fixed. They are fixed income securities, which are dedicated only to projects with environmental and climate change. These are the basic objectives of it. Now next, they are different from the fixed income securities in one aspect, that the issuer, the person who issues the green bond, he pledges to use the proceeds of the finance projects meant for positive environmental or climatic changes only. So the person who issues the bonds will keep that only in head, keep that in mind. So the numbers, green bonds worth 500 crores were issued so far in this financial year compared to 739 crores in this year. In the financial year 2021, we had about 2,677 crores were issued. So there is a huge rate. Now this year it is only 739, very less. So why the low appetite is because fundamentally there is no obligation that you have to definitely invest in green bonds. That is a basic company, and there are also dedicated companies to invest in them. So as a result, the appetite for the Indian investor has been very low, and the green bonds are new in India, and hence the pricing based on international issue of the bonds becomes difficult. So the pricing is also a big issue here. So useful for your prelims fundamentally, not much. So keep that in head, and then you can do whatever is required. So not much. You could consider them to be, I should say, a little bit on the other side. So no obligations dedicated to companies to invest, and bonds have been very low. So keep that in head. I think that should be more than sufficient. So you have to remember that there are debt instruments, and this time it fell down very badly because of low interest in that. So keep it in mind. Okay, I think that will be more than sufficient. Thank you.